You know, every so often there's a miscarriage of justice. Some family, some person will get investigated or charged for a crime that he didn't really commit. And this is where this book comes in. It never happens to us. That's what I thought. What it means that we always think it never happens to us. That's what I think. And here we have a character, Mr. Dan Rogers, a family man with 4 children. Never been in trouble in his life. He had never done anything wrong ever in his life. In fact, I don't think he even had a driving offense. And then suddenly he's raided one morning. His house is turned upside down. Documents are taken away. Stuff is taken away. His computers and etc. and whatnot. And he's taken away to be questioned. And all his life is turned down because he's turned upside down because he's a businessman. Anything like this that happens can't be any good for his business. His creditors pull out. He can't get credit. He can't get the stuff. He can't run his business. His wife, Kavita, is worried. His 4 children, they have got issues at school and whatnot. And the whole life is turned upside down. This is what this book is talking about. And then he has 2 choices in his life. Months down the road, while the case is being investigated, things are not in his control. He has got no money. Everything about him is just not working out for him. Him and his wife are having problems. Kids are struggling at school. He has 2 choices. Either he kills himself or he stands up and be counted. And therefore he goes underground, becomes a criminal, starts working with people who are lawbreakers, and that's where he starts building his life, a new life. And so much happens to him over the time. He becomes so successful. He starts creating a lot of wealth. He forgets that he was a decent man, and now he becomes the don of the underworld. This is what this book is saying. This book is saying that sometimes some things happen in people's lives which are not under their control. And things go wrong. And they go wrong and they don't know what to do. And then they take whatever action they can to survive. This is what Dan Rogers has done. Dan Rogers has done to survive, and then, as human beings would have it, the greed of human being, he's moved on and become a don. He's become the major criminal in the country, and moves on, does a lot of stuff in his life. Him and his wife fall out. A lot of things happen in their lives. He remarries in South Africa. He goes into Kenya. A lot of things happen. And then a follow-up book which follows this one, the sequel, is Prisoner. As time moves on, eventually he gets caught. He goes to prison and then realizes that he had totally lost way in life. He actually loses his daughter, Emmy. She took drugs. Something went wrong. And Dan, whilst being in prison, he realizes this. And what is the end product? He actually turns to religion. He actually becomes a born-again Christian and starts becoming a decent person. And this is what this book and the book Prisoner portrays. What it's actually portraying is that we do not know what tomorrow will bring. That's what it's portraying. It never happens to us. That's what I thought. I always think it will never happen to me, but when it does happen and you lose control with life, things go wrong for you, your family suffers, you suffer, and then when you do go underworld, and then when you do become a criminal, and when you do start making a lot of money and creating a lot of wealth, you forget what being decent is. That's what's happened to this character. And the end product is that he realizes his faults. He realizes that he's lost his way, and he turns to God. He turns to Jesus. This is what these 2 books are portraying. It never happens to us, and the book, Novel Prisoner.